You can cut that, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Or are we just airing everything I'm saying?
It's going to go all the
No.
many titles.
Many titles, many things.
A full-time, internationally published photographer.
Oh yeah. Let me take a quick swig.
Oh yeah.
What's up, guys? My name's Devin DeLeon. I'm an internationally published photographer. I have a studio over at the Parish. I play music under the moniker of the Lion, of the Lions. That's the band I'm in, or just Devin DeLeon. I also bartend at a place called Vista Brewing, and we're actually currently at it.
And then, what camera do you mainly like to use?
Oh, I mainly like to use my Leica.
Yeah. How many cameras do you own?
I think I have 4 total. I have this one. This is an M3. It's a film camera. I have the digital version, which is an M10. I have a Sony A7 III, and I have a Hasselblad medium format camera.
Film or digital?
What do I like to shoot more?
Yeah.
In a perfect world, I would only shoot film, honestly. Where things are in the film world, the prices, the availability. Like in 2023, it's a little harder. I like both, but I think in a perfect world, I would only shoot film. In a dream world.
Yeah. And then do you have
A
a pet peeve?
pet peeve?
Yes, what is a pet peeve?
Biggest pet peeve is gatekeeping. Yeah. I think there's a lot of folks who get into photography, even music. It's everywhere. In any industry, in any art, there's always going to be gatekeeping. When I first started doing photography, there was a lot of gatekeeping. I remember telling like a well-known photographer, like, "Oh yeah, I'm starting to do photography," and he was like, "Ugh, everybody is." Just like, cool. And I've shown him. No, I'm just kidding.
There you go.
No, but yeah, that's my biggest pet peeve. I'd rather honestly just help anybody who has a question. I think it helps grow the community and the creatives, and I feel like if anything, it just helps push us and make us all better. So.
And then I know you told me that you got into photography through the Paisano, through photojournalism. Is there a specific moment while you were at the Paisano that is just memorable to you that you got into photography?
Yeah, and I don't really do this enough, but and I had told you this too, I bought a camera probably 7 years before that, and I just shot on auto. But then once I started shooting for the Paisano, I pushed myself to actually learn how to take photos and learn what the exposure was. But there was a moment, there was a silent protest on campus for Black Lives Matter. And I remember just taking photos and realizing I was a part of something much bigger than myself, and just documenting that was just really meaningful. And I realized I could do so much more with the camera than I don't know, anything else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was really it. That was the moment. I don't know, what I was able to capture. Being able to capture the emotion of the moment is really when everything changed, I feel.
And then, do you have a most memorable or most viral photo that you'd like to?
I'd have to look at my catalog. There's too many. I don't know viral, but I do have a photo published in Wire magazine. An old friend of mine playing drums. She hired me to, capture her playing, and then 6 months later, she kind of blew up and asked if I could use it, or they could use it for Wire magazine. And I was like, hell yeah. So, definitely my most proud of, I guess, viral photo.
And then was it before Paisano that you were a musician and you were in a band?
Yeah. So probably 10 years before the Paisano. When I was 15, I started playing in bands. I started playing music, and basically I didn't know how to play an instrument, but got asked to join a band because I owned a bass. My friend was starting a band, and I just mentioned that I owned a bass. And so my other friend told him, my friend Warren told my friend Ronnie, hey, Devin plays bass. And I never said that. I just said I had a bass. And so Ronnie walks up to me. When he sees me, he's like, hey, practice at my place this Sunday. And I was like, okay. So I pretty much just got thrown into it, but I picked it up pretty quick. And then from there, I was hooked. Played music for 10 years, was in some pretty cool bands, toured around, played South by Southwest. Pretty much when I went to college, kind of put that to the side and focused more on my studies. So I went late. I went to school. I focused on music pretty much from like 18 to 25, going like pretty hard full time on it. And then at 25, I wanted to go to school. So I did that, and that's where I found the Paisano. And really, I was burnt out on music. So when I found photography, that great artistic outlet to be able to switch from music to photography. And now I'm playing music again. And so now my life's just getting even more chaotic, but I'm ready.
Let's
Looking
talk
forward.
about your new moniker, Of the Lion. Does it have a meaning or something
So
behind it?
technically, okay, so my solo project for years was called Of the Lion. This is gonna be kind of funny. So Of the Lion just means de Leon in English. So that's why I was going under that moniker. But then I joined a band with 2 other de Leons. So the new band is called Of the Lions, because there's 3 of us. And a female vocalist, Torres. But yeah. Well, I don't know when this is airing, but May 26th at Tandem Coffee.
Oh, I've been there.
You been?
once.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
So yeah. Also, I'm looking to play like more open mics, but yeah. Yeah, just some solo stuff. I got some stuff in the works as well. Other stuff different from the band.
Do you play just the bass or do you play?
Oh no, so I started on bass. I play guitar.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Come watch me rip a solo on May 26th.
May 26th. Got it. Okay. And then, do you have a favorite location to host a photo shoot? Favorite on location and a favorite studio?
Well, my favorite place to shoot is the Parish, for sure.
Ah.
But I did shoot yesterday at Studio 125, and that was really nice. I didn't shoot, actually. I was getting my photo taken, but it was a beautiful space.
Yeah.
Like, being there, it's like goals of what I want in the future. Of just like my own space that I can always have set up and like maneuver into making into shoots. At the Parish, it's more like a communal studio. So I have to bring everything from my office upstairs, but I mean, make it work, you know?
Right.
I mean, it's still a studio. It's still, yeah. At that point, you're just being like picky.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You just want it more fun.
Yeah. I'm trying not to be excessive, but
So, what is your most favorite camera you ever used and least favorite?
oh man. So this will probably be weird. I mean, the M10, the Leica M10, or the M3, because they're pretty interchangeable. It's just one shoots film, one shoots digital, but the controls are the exact same. I like shooting with the Sony, but I don't necessarily love the files. I'm leaning towards selling the Sony and moving fully into the Leica SL, which is pretty much the DSLR version of the M10 and Leica cameras. Go on this crazy tangent. But the Sony is just too sharp in this weird thing. It's like super easy to use and super fun to use, and the video's great, but it's like for headshots, it's too sharp. And also when you print, and maybe it's just me, like if you look at prints on the Leica M10 versus the A7 III, I feel like the Leica prints just have like richer colors. And I think it's just like the color chemistry and the science that goes into it. So I don't know. I probably will eventually sell those to move just into the Leica SL.
Yeah. Okay.
Not to be a Leica snob.
If I were traveling to San Antonio for the first time, what is the one place I must have on my itinerary to visit? Or to do?
My studio. No. One place you have to go to in San Antonio?
Yeah.
I guess that like maybe the mission trails, like get a bike or go running on the mission trails. Something fun to check out. I'm very outdoorsy. Like I don't want to say the Pearl or like anything like that because it's super basic.
Right.
But I do feel like, yeah, the mission trails is like very special and unique. So check that out. Get a bike, it's like 20 miles. If you can go like half of it. I have done the whole thing once, but I was pretty wrecked afterwards. It's like 1 hour one way, 1 hour back.
I actually didn't know they existed.
Yeah, oh, you gotta check it out. Start from the Blue Star and just keep going south.
Okay.
Yeah.
What beer would you recommend from this location?
From Vista Brewing, it's not always on tap, but the Saison or the Driftwood, which is a pale ale. Or the IPA is really good too, the Destination.
Do you consider yourself a big drinker?
Big beer guy?
Yeah.
You know what's
IPA or-
funny? Before I worked here, I really wasn't. But since working here, I've grown to love or like beer a lot. I definitely like wine more. Like if I'm just at my house, I used to drink a lot of whiskey. There used to be a band called Deer Vibes in the band days. In the pre-25 days, I drank a lot of whiskey.
Too much? Not enough.
Too much. I'm a lightweight now, honestly.
Who are some artists that inspire you? Or non-artists as well?
Like of all time,
Yes.
preferably current.
I don't.
Well, truthfully, like this guitarist named John Frusciante, he played in the Red Hot Chili Peppers. Well, he's back in the band, but he's like always in and out. And we also happen to share a birthday. Not that that has any bearing. I actually just found that out last week, but it made me like him even more. He has a really cool guitar playing style, and I don't know.
What is one thing you want your supporters or followers to know about you as a person, as a photographer, or as a musician, or as a bartender?
My friend told me this the other day. They said that, I guess as a Pisces, it makes sense that I'm a very like caring person and like just like want everybody to be having a good time. And I never really heard that about Pisces. Maybe I had, I don't know. I don't read too much into these things, but I definitely felt like, yeah, I'm a very like just caring and generous person. So really, if you have any questions musically or photography-wise or art-wise, like I'm somebody you can always go to, and like I'll give you all the info I can, and if I don't know, I can hopefully point you in the right direction.
Yeah. So what does Devin De Leon carry in his everyday bag?
My everyday bag, I keep it small, super small. Usually just a camera, either this one, my M3 or my M10. I don't have everything with me, but my light meter. I'm big into metering for light. I know not everybody is. A roll of film, a little thing for notes. I don't have the field notes one like all the cool kids, but a little thing for notes. Ooh, I keep a Sharpie because I roll all my own film, so I have to keep notes, on everything, and business cards. Boom. So that you can always have one on you. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I keep it super simple. Sometimes I bring an extra lens, and like I know some people are big into like when they go out to shoot, one camera, one lens. I like 90% of the time shoot with the 50. Occasionally I'll bring out a 35, and occasionally I'll bring out a 28 just to kind of switch things up, like shoot for different things, but different scenes. But yeah, 90% of the time it's the 50. That's what I have. That's all I keep. I keep it pretty simple.
Okay, good.
Action.
All right. So what are you
Okay.
doing tonight?
Cool. So some exciting news. I just joined the Blue Star Artist Collective. I'll have 5 pieces up in the upstairs gallery over at the Blue Star. On top of that, I'll be over at Digital Pro Labs Snappy Hour, where there's going to be a little print swap. So that's from 7 to 9. Blue Star's from 6 to 10, even potentially 6 to midnight, just depending. So I'm going to be at both, more so later in the evening from 8 p.m. till 10 at least at the Blue Star, and over at the Snappy Hour I'll be there early, between probably 6:30 and 7:30. So I'm really looking forward to it. Big night for photography and art in general, so come out if you can make it. Okie dokie. How do I look sitting? Sometimes people look weird sitting. It's too late now, we've already done it all.
Yeah,
But
I mean, you look
fine?
Yeah,
Should I have stood like, oh well, it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah,
Let's do it all over again.
Yeah.
Second take, right? Second take. All right, we're rolling?
Yes.
All right.